In this video, we'll take a closer look at how easy it is to create compliant environments in minutes with MedStack Control, starting with setting up your first cluster. To create a cluster, head to the main navigation screen and click Control. From here, you can create different clusters that represent each of your physical environments, such as staging and production. Each cluster is created with a dedicated VLAN or private network to ensure internal communication only occurs within that cluster. Simply specify what region you want your cluster to reside in and give it a name. MedStack Control gives you the flexibility to add and remove different nodes within each cluster, so you can easily scale up and down as your infrastructure needs evolve. You'll have a variety of options and instance types to choose from, with full control to add as many as your architecture requires. Take a note of the IP address of your manager node, as you will likely need to create DNS entries that map your domain names used for application access to this IP in order to make them publicly accessible. We'll explore this in the next video called How to Define Your Services. You can also add placement constraints by creating a label and assigning a service directly to a cluster node. This allows exclusive access to that node for that service, thereby removing the risk of resource competition for these more resource-intensive parts of your architecture. We'll explore this as well in the next video called How to Define Your Services. Once your nodes have been created, you now have a complete cluster. In this case, we see 2 nodes in the cluster. When we step into the cluster by clicking on the arrow, you can start configuring your cluster. Within the registries section, you can define your private registries where your Docker images used by your MedStack cluster are going to reside. In this case, the authentication for GitLab has already been set up. With MedStack Control, you have the flexibility to choose Docker Hub, GitLab, or any other private registry. We'll also explore this in the next video called How to Define Your Services. And there you have it. Your cluster is set up and ready to go and is now awaiting the addition of your first services. Visit us at medstack.co, subscribe to our newsletter, and check us out on social. Thanks for watching.